Nick Krauser. I heard your comments on Rollo Tomassi's YouTube channel. Now it's funny, a lot of times when I'm giving response videos and rebuttals, most of the time it's to other black men in the manosphere, and if not other black men, usually other men in the United States. But I see I gotta fire shots across the pond, as they say, over in London. So I understand that you think the Mode 1 approach is representative of weak game, both in the Me Too movement era and, as you said, even before the Me Too movement era. You said Mode 1 is representative of simply sexual ultimatum game. Sexual ultimatum game. And you generally implied it would be a mistake for guys to subscribe to my approach. Well, if it's a mistake for those guys, I have to say, in my best Bane from the Dark Knight Rises impersonation, the mistake is not as serious as yours. I'm afraid. I fear. Let's not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Krauser. Dishonesty, deception, and manipulation are powerful agents with those women who are naive and impressionable and uninitiated. But it takes a motherfucker with balls to execute the type of game I do. Let me repeat that. It takes a motherfucker with balls to execute the type of game I do. You wouldn't know nothing about that, though. You wouldn't know anything about that. And at the risk of generalizing, most of you London-based PUAs, y'all don't know nothing about that. I went over to London in 2010. Everybody was singing the praises of some guy named Yad. They said he was either the number one or at least in the top 3 pickup artists in London. I made that motherfucker leave the auditorium. Talking about sub-communication. I made that motherfucker leave the auditorium. Because I went over to London and showed my balls. And the crowd was cheering me. That London-based crowd was giving me a standing ovation. But he was a native son. And he left the auditorium because I faded him so bad. As I faded a lot of you London and Europe-based PUAs who ain't got no balls. And Rollo, my brother, man. You're supposed to be the godfather of the red pill, man. You're supposed to be the godfather of the red pill, Rollo, man. I'm disappointed in you, man. I'm disappointed in you. I got to say that publicly, man. I'm disappointed in you, Rollo. Because you're supposed to be the godfather of the red pill. Why are you interviewing this conventional PUA? As far as I'm concerned, if you're a conventional PUA, you are antithetical to true red pill, or what I like to call hardcore red pill. You antithetical. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you want to call yourself red pill, then that means you understand the true manipulative nature of women. You understand the true sexually duplicitous nature of women. You understand that most women's public self is far different than their private self. That most women are full of shit. So why you going to engage in the head games that they want you to? Why? Why would I want to engage in the head games that manipulative women want me to and sexually duplicitous women want me to? Why? Why? Why would I want to do that if I'm red pill? I talk to women like they know what's up. I talk to women like they know what's up because they do know what's up. Unless they're real young and naive, they know what's up. They know we want to put our dicks in their mouth and their pussy. You insulting a woman's intelligence trying to act like they don't know that shit. No conventional PUA should even be welcomed in the fucking hardcore red pill community, in my opinion. In Alan Roger Currie's strong opinion. If your game is pretending like you want long-term sex when you know you really want short-term sex, you weak. You weak. You ain't got no balls. This motherfucker right here got balls. So all you motherfuckers who go out talking to women pretending like you want long-term sexual companionship when you really want short-term sexual companionship, you ain't got no balls. You're a verbal coward. I'll tell you to your face. You're a verbal coward. You ain't got balls like this motherfucker. Speaking of London, when Sasha Daygame, somebody I used to collaborate with, hung around me in London, what did he say about Alan Roger Currie? He said, Alan, there is no man I've ever hung around in my life who is more verbally bold and sexually straightforward than you. He said, I've never hung around a man in my life that's more verbally bold and sexually straightforward than you. And he was living in London at the time. What does that say about me versus London-based PUAs? I don't talk to women and pretend like I want a monogamous relationship when I know I want a non-monogamous relationship. Why? Because that would represent that I would have no balls. Like most motherfuckers in the manosphere don't have no balls. That's what that would represent. Mr. Krauser. In my supposed weak game. What's the last book you had that was #1 in communication skills on Amazon? I'll wait. I'll wait. That's what I thought. Where's your Wikipedia page? I'll wait. Wait, let me check before I misspeak. Let me put Nick Krauser, see if he's on Wikipedia. He might shut me up. He might have a Wikipedia page. Nope, no Wikipedia page. You ain't on my level, bro. You ain't on my level, man. See, I help men conquer fears, man. I help men overcome their insecurities. I help men reshape their social programming. That's what I do. What do? You help men feed into their fears. You help men feed into their insecurities. You don't do shit to modify their paradigms and their social programming. You a young pup, boy. You a young pup. I'm an OG in the game, man. I don't even understand what you even got in common with Rollo Tomassi. You calling yourself red pill? What's red pill about you? If you think Mo one's weak, what is red pill about you? Women know, man, sometimes within as quickly as 5 to 10 seconds if they're going to give you the pussy or not. They know that shit. They know that shit. At the latest, I say at the 8, 9, 10 minute mark. At the latest. Any conversation you have with a woman that goes beyond 10 minutes, that's just chit chatter. That's just bullshit, entertaining conversation. You ain't swaying no woman. This for you, Nick Krauser. Insert dog face here. Yeah, your commentary, if only brief, was highly amusing to me. For those of you listening, you might be what's going on, Alan? I don't know. I'm ignorant to what's going on. What's happening? One of my followers clued me into the fact that Rollo Tomassi, author of The Rational Male, interviewed London-based PUA Nick Krauser on his YouTube channel. And roughly about, I think, at roughly the 1 hour and 34 minute mark, I'll put the link in the comment section. Rollo asked Nick, do you think cold approaching women is highly risky in the Me Too movement era? Do you think cold approaching women is highly risky in the Me Too movement era? And then he mentioned my name. He said, Rollo said, I've even gotten into debates with Alan Roger Currie. I don't remember his exact words, so I'm going to be paraphrasing right now. But essentially, he said, I've gotten into debates with Alan Roger Currie because I feel like his Mode 1 approach is too risky in the Me Too movement era. To which Nick Krauser, the London-based PUA, said, well, Mode 1 is not even representative of good game. Not only in the Me Too movement era, but even before the Me Too movement era, I don't think Mode 1 was ever representative of good game with women. Now, he did throw out, he said, I always say I respect people's opinion. He said, that's my opinion. He didn't state it as fact. He said, that's my opinion. And then the one other comment he made about my Mode 1 approach is, he said, the Mode 1 approach is nothing more than sexual ultimatum game. You're basically throwing a woman an ultimatum, and 99.9% of y'all know what an ultimatum is, but for that 0.01%, when you give somebody an ultimatum, that's saying you issue them either a strong demand or a strong request, and if they don't reciprocate your demand or honor your request, you let them know there's going to be some type of consequence or repercussion. Good example is if you got in a relationship and your girlfriend says, if you don't propose marriage to me within the next 9 months, I'm going to break up with you and find somebody who is going to marry me.